So this was our second annual Plains Warrior Challenge. It's just an event to promote a healthy lifestyle, teamwork, and what it consists of is your team has to have 2 males, 2 females, and it's a tag team style race, relay style race, which means one person has to do the entire thing before they can tag off to their teammates. And basically how it starts out is on go, the first person will run a mile. So if there's 4 teams in there, there'll be 4 people running this mile. And then when they get to the obstacle portion, the first obstacle they'll encounter is what's called a net crawl. And there's a cargo net that's fastened to the ground, and they have to get underneath it and crawl. It's about 15 feet. And once they get out of that, there's a burpee station. So after the cargo crawl, you do 20 burpees, and then you move on to the next station, which is the balance beam. So the balance beam is 3 16-foot sections walking on a 2x6. And if you fall off it, the penalty is 20 burpees. Moving forward from there, we built what's called the body prop. And it's kind of really designed to work your core. But you go along the body prop, and if you can't do it or you fall off it, your foot or hand touches the ground at any point, you fail that obstacle, and the penalty is 20 burpees. From there, we go to what we call a chain crawl. And it's basically a 30-foot section with a chain in the middle, and you have to get yourself from one side to the other. From there, they went on to the log carry. We bolted some chains to these heavy logs, and the contestants would just pick one up. The men had to do 2, the women had to do 1. So the men would grab one in each hand and go up around, it was about 20 yards, 25 yards up the course at a turnaround spot and bring it back. And that was a must complete. You couldn't do burpees to get out of that one. Like, you had to do it. No matter how long it took you, that was a must complete station. And moving on from there, we had the tire shuffle, which is just, it's really for footwork. You see it in football where they have these tires laid out and you kind of have to, tire shuffle through or shuffle your feet. The next one was we took a toe strap and we tightened it between 2 points about 30 feet across, and we gave them a top rope, and you had to basically balance your way across. And it was designed to focus on balance. And basically how you complete it was if you leaned on the top rope and just walked across it, you were fine. But that was a 1 attempt. So if you failed that one, you had to do your burpees, 20 burpees. And then from there, moving on was the tire obstacle is what we call it. And it's basically this big kind of jumble of tires, and there's different rows, and they're set up in a staggered like formation. So you have to go over the first set, under the second set, over the third, under the fourth, and you kind of have to snake your way through it. And then from there, you moved on to the monkey bars. The monkey bars was just a section. We took an extension ladder, pulled it apart, and we chained it to these homemade braces that we made. And you went up one, crossed over to the other, and then you went down the other side. Some people were able to do it. I heard it was really tough on the hands. People were getting blisters, things like that. So that might be something we have to remedy in the future. If you made it past that, the next station was a log throw. And basically we had a wooden post that we had set up. It was about 5.5, 6 feet high. And you had to take a log, and you had to basically pick that log up and get it over the rail. And a lot of people struggled with that on both the women's side and the men's side. I think only of all the women contestants, 1 or 2 women got the log over. The rest of them had to do their 20 burpees. And the last station we had was the hay bales. And basically the hay bales, all you had to do was make it over them. There were 3 sets. You just had to make it over 1, over 2, over 3, go to the finish line and tap your teammate, and then they would take off. They would start their mile, and it would start all over again. But yeah, that was our obstacle course for this year. And next year we're looking at making it even bigger and better. So I hope you guys watched it or participated in it, and I hope you guys are kind of getting ready for the next one, because we're working on making it bigger and better, more challenging, and that's what we hope to bring in the future.